Woo, my friends. Last night was a bit of an anomaly. I didn't compile and edit all the videos I took from yesterday, or the pictures. I didn't recharge my wireless mic or the receiver. I didn't do any of the stuff I typically do on a daily basis. We checked into the Alberga yesterday and started having fun, and continued having fun until I went right to sleep. And in my mind, I feel like I maybe have embarrassed myself. We saw this yesterday, but here it is again. Drank way too much. It's again, I'm embarrassed. I wonder if I embarrassed myself. Some of the night was a little spotty, if I'm honest, and thank goodness I had friends around me and with me to make sure I was okay, because if I would have been by myself, I maybe could have gotten into trouble or ended up in a bad spot. So, lesson learned, that I'm feeling the punishment right now, absolutely. Thinking more broadly, it's funny because in yesterday's videos while I was walking, I remember saying I need to be a little more austere and a little more careful about the choices that I'm making. Ooh, I hurt so much. And then I went ahead and did what I did last night. I mean, it's not that I did anything bad, it's just I drank way too much and I didn't have the wherewithal to stop drinking. And I should have. So, I'm not going to go so far as to make any drastic claims like I'm not going to drink anymore on the rest of this Camino. But I do think that as I woke up this morning with a terrible hangover, feeling not very good at all, that's a kick in the teeth for me to say, mind yourself a little bit better. So I will. And I know that, well, I hope this internal monologue that I'm speaking out loud, it's not so internal anymore. I hope that it has been captured, because I'm not wearing a mic, because my mic is recharging. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys after I think a little bit more. Bye. Good morning, buenos dias. Leaving town. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I don't feel super hot. You may be able to tell from the recordings from yesterday that maybe Joe drank a little too much. On the other hand, I actually don't remember how much of that I recorded, so you may not actually know how much I drank. Let me tell you, it was too much. I feel like maybe I've embarrassed myself a bit. Certainly, I lost control over myself and gave in to the urges to keep drinking with friends because I was having such a good time. But that leads to quite a bit of punishment today. Feeling not great. Today's walk, I believe, is what I'm shooting for is 30K. To Astorga. That's 18 miles. Yeah, ish. And we'll see. I mean, maybe I get there, maybe I don't. Nothing else has changed. You know what has changed? My shin pain. Gone. It's incredible. I just had a cafe con leche at the Alberga before I left, and I was just walking. I was a couple blocks away, and I thought, boy, I didn't even need to take any medicine today either, and I don't even really feel it. So fingers crossed that was the end of that, and my suffering in regards to my shin is terminado. Done. That would be great. Okay, so we had a bunch of, let's see what you saw when I checked into the albergue, and then Pete came in. I kind of convinced him to stay there instead of continuing on another 10K. We put back a couple big tall beers, and then we wandered down to the store to get some bread and other sundries. And then we came back to the albergue, and more friends started showing up. Started ordering bottles of wine and drinking them. Ate a bunch of food, and then we wandered down to another albergue where other peregrinos were, and if I'm not mistaken, had a drink there, I think. Yeah, I believe so. And then back to the albergue, more drinking. It was just way too much drinking. Not enough water, and certainly I just feel embarrassed that I didn't have, again, the willpower just to say, I'm pumping the brakes now. I didn't even take a nap. Honestly, I didn't even shower yesterday. It felt like as soon as I checked in, I started drinking, and then we drank for 10 hours straight, and then it passed out. It was not cool, not smart. Maybe a lesson for me. I know it's funny that I just talked about yesterday on my walk that I need to maybe be a little more self-aware about how I'm going about my business. And generally speaking, I think I've been really well behaved, really self-aware, but I just lost it yesterday. So, chance for me to reset. I am punished actively in the moment by my choices. So maybe I will learn that lesson today. And just, a little more modesty, a little more self-control, less alcohol, I think, more water. I can still celebrate and have fun and not continue drinking. I don't know why I went kind of run off the rails yesterday, and I am embarrassed about it. So, que sera, sera. We all have our rough days. I guess if that was my rough day, then okay. I'm glad I didn't do anything dumb. I think my sense of embarrassment is only for myself. I don't think I did anything bad or really embarrassing. I seem to remember maybe I fell off a chair. And that's a funny one, actually. So, I mean, I didn't I don't know, go head first through a pane of glass or anything like that. So if that's all it was, and Joe just made a fool of himself because he drank too much, then que sera, sera. I hope nobody thinks worse of me because of it, and I will be making apologies today as I gain clarity on how the night really went. I also didn't do any editing or anything like that last night, so I'm glad I've got a few days lag built in between the recordings and the releases. So whenever I finish my walk today, I think it is going to be good for me to not drink and to find some quiet time to catch up on yesterday's recordings and then start working on today's. What else? Ooh, so you can see in the background, it's cloudy. It's kind of epic. There were thunderstorms last night. And because our room was so hot, it was like sweltering hot. We had opened the window, and as it rained, the water came in. So we woke up this morning to a bit of a puddle in the room, and it was very hot again. The guy, Tom from Ireland, I believe, in the bunk above me, had got up in the night to close the window because of the storm. Pete and I slept right through it. And then when we woke up this morning, the floor was a bit wet. And in my mind, I thought, oh God, what did I do? I didn't do anything bad. The rain came in through the window. And then Tom closed the window. And then it was so hot this morning in the room. I guess that's what you'll have. I think that's it. That's enough for now, right? That's enough for now. Buen camino. Hey, look. I think that is Yuse and Malina. I think so. I'll probably catch them in like 5 minutes. We'll see what they have to say. Or maybe we wait until it's a cafe time. Ciao, buen camino. It's a pretty nice morning. I'm shaking off the crust pretty well. The head's a little, but I must learn from my poor behavior to correct it in the future. Ciao.
Chicos, hay un albergue. Mira vos. Camino francés.
This is the spot where everybody stops. Let's take a look. I've already been in here, but just to see the cast of characters in line getting our food. My favorite New Zealanders. Awesome. Everybody in here. Up in here. Up in here. Okay. Moving on. Stopped and had my thing. Got the water. Popped in, had orange juice, cafe con leche, ate the pound cake that I was carrying around, and I got an apple out for the road, so I'm going to continue on. I was walking with a couple folks before we made that stop, but I'm gonna do a little walking solo for a while. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll bump into somebody I want to walk with. But at the very least, a little bit of quiet time. My head's feeling better. Not all the way great. Pete was in there. We saw each other. We're like, oof. And it's so funny. I ran into the Kiwi friends, and they said, how's your head feeling today? So I've done the rounds. I've made the apologies. Everybody keeps saying I have nothing to apologize for. I was just very drunk and very happy to see everybody, and I think maybe I was a little emotional when I was talking to everybody too. But such is the way. Can't be embarrassed. No harm, no foul. I just can't keep up with Pete anymore. Oh, it's Rod, eh? I met him yesterday. We were drinking wine. I think you saw. Another professional project manager. An old dog, and I'm sure we could still teach him some new tricks, maybe, huh?
Sure you can.
All right.
I'm always learning.
Yeah. Ciao, buen camino. We are. You can see the arrows on the sidewalk there. Incredible. Crack on. Hospital del Orbigo. We are in Hospital del Orbigo. This is an ancient Roman road and bridge. I think quite famous along the route. And this is Rio Orbigo that we're coming up on. Orbigo River. Check it out. En garde.
En garde.
Ah.
Attends. Ah, je le fais avec mon petit avec les cuillères. Ah non, c'est une question de prendre l'arme. Toi, tu prends les photos. Bah oui. Bah, moi, je voulais me battre avec toi. Interdit de
prend la
passer.
photo comment?
C'est pas pour prendre une photo.
Very cool.
Oh, bah viens.
I like the bridge. Roman shit is cool. Old shit is cool. This cobblestone, I'm glad, is temporary. But there's the river. and the bridge. I'm gonna take a picture or two. I stopped at a cafe just back there and had an Aquarius, which is the Spanish version of Gatorade, kind of, but better. I think it has less sugar and it's more electrolyte based. So I feel like I needed that after last night. And I'm gonna keep walking. I'm about halfway done with the day, and it's only not quite 11 o'clock yet. So, what time did I start? Shit, I don't even know what time I started. I don't remember. But I think it was maybe around 8 or so. So, maybe 2 o'clock to hit Astorga. Apparently it's a pretty big city. So, we're going to try to beat feet. Okay, ciao. I tell you what, I'm glad we're not walking on this cobblestone all day. There were many days on the Portuguese Camino that it felt like this all day, and it is miserable after a while. This is not so bad, but even still, I'm trying to walk in the center instead of all these tiny little rocks kicking my feet. I wonder what all of this over here is for. Jousting? I don't know. Would you look at that? It's mi hermano, Alejandro y Vanessa. Huh? Buenos dias. Buenos dias. I just ran into Alejandro and Vanessa again. I think Jesus is running the drone. You heard me look up and may have even seen it when I heard the drone, so that explains that. They're also moving to Astorga. And not only did they remember me, they remembered Amber. And I was able to share. Hola, yeah. I was able to share that I'd sent that video to Amber that we recorded. You guys don't know about that. That was a private moment. But when we were out on the patio with them, I told them all about Amber. We collectively created a video to send to her, and she really enjoyed it. So I was happy to share that message with them as well. So for now. Oh, they confirmed that Astorga is maybe 16K. So easy, 4 hours of a very easy pace. I might be able to do it in like 3.5. If I push just a little bit, no problem. So we're just gonna keep moving, and we will see you later. Ciao. Also worth mentioning, up here there's a split. You can go to the right or you can go straight. If you go straight, it's a little bit shorter, but you follow a road the entire time, like a heavy paved road. However, if you go to the right, it's a more scenic route and it takes a little bit longer. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the scenic route a little bit longer, get off the road, and we'll keep moving. Ciao. Okay, I'm coming up on where the split is. See? Look, it even says here, road way. I definitely want to go that way. They say, go that way. This one says, go that way. Astorga, go this way. We're not along the road. We're going that way. Okay? See? Oh, you can see. Right? Usted está aquí. Right there. The road. No. Está aquí. Sí. Andiamo. And I know I just shut the camera off, but look at those beautiful clouds. It rained last night. It may rain tonight, but the weather forecast said it was going to be dry all day. So these clouds are going to provide some nice shade from time to time and a beautiful backdrop through which we will walk our day. I love these trees. Are they fig trees? Are they some other kind of fruit? Purely ornamental? Lovely. Okay. Wow. And the mountains in the distance. We are soon, I believe, entering Galicia after Astorga. And that's where it gets hilly again. Galicia is also known for being wet. It is the bathtub of Spain, I've heard some people say. So, we're ready for it. Yeah, a little bit of rain never hurt anybody, and especially if it's going to be warm and rain, that's okay. Anyway, ciao, buen camino. Hola. Villares de Orbigo. Villares de Orbigo. Now this is much better than whatever that road would have been. I like this. Which way? That way. Hola, señores. Hi, little puppy. Hola. Buenos días. Oh. Oh. Hola. What a wild little spot. Kind of creepy, but also kind of cool. I was thinking about sitting down there and having a snack, but I'm going to keep moving. I think I've only got like 4.5, maybe 5 miles to go today. And so that's, let's call it, that's an hour and a half. And right now is, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. Right now is 12:30. So that would put me at about 2 o'clock. That's perfect. Perfect to get into the albergue. Everybody says Astorga is really nice and there's a lot to see and do. I did all my seeing and doing, I think, in Leon. I don't think I'm going to stay an extra day in Astorga. I've only got one more flex day, and I like the pace that I've found for myself. I also don't want to get further behind some other folks, and I've just met some new people that I'm running into all over the place today and yesterday, and so I'd like to maybe live within that bubble for a little bit. Again, solo, but never alone. But I would like to maybe keep pace with some of these folks. And in Astorga, I think I'm going to really be reserved. I said that before. But I think maybe no booze at all today. I can't hurt, can it? I will seek out some comfort food, I think. Fried rice. Can I nail the fried rice this time? Should I forget it? Should I just like find an albergue with a communal dinner? That's usually pretty good and fun, and it would keep me at the albergue so I can chill. We'll see. I'm feeling so much better after walking today. I had an Aquarius a while ago, and that's really, I think, maybe it's a mental thing, but it's done pretty well for me. Anyway, ciao, buen camino. Honey roasted peanuts. Yeah. We know the meseta is coming to an end. It is sad. But the next part may feel a little bit more like home. Can you see in the distance the mountains? Yeah. We are going there and over to the end of the world. Yeah? Let's go. Very cool how these have been pruned. And I don't know why, but there might be a reason, right? Why have these been pruned this way? And they're intentionally planted in rows. I don't know. I do like it though. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Come with me. almost up to the top of this hill. And it got me thinking as I approach it. Over the top of the hill, over the top of one hill, I had a Burgos moment. And then, just a few days ago, over the top of another hill, I had a Leon moment. Is this the Astorga moment? Is thinking this might be an Astorga moment? Setting myself up for disappointment? Is this a reasonable expectation? Am I going to get to the top of this hill and see that it's not actually the top of the hill? I don't know. Let's find out. Is that a car picking up people or dropping off people? I think I just dropped them off. Is that so people can get a ride and then like walk the last whatever into town? Not my Camino, not my problem, but come on. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, man. That's exactly what happened. And how would we? No, it is what it is. But that is exactly what happened. And I thought I'd seen it happen before. And I've heard of it happening in different ways. So what's the point then? Some people the other day were talking about a group of German tourists, a busload of them. And they would get off the bus, the bus would approach a town, they'd all pile off the bus and put on their backpacks and go through the town and get their stamps and have their bocadillos. And then at the end of the town, they'd get right back on the bus and it'd take them to the next town. What is that? Is that a bus tour? Is that a pilgrimage? Should I care? I shouldn't. I know that. I shouldn't care. If there was competition for resources, then I could care. For example, if I were to get into Astorga and this person in front of me who just got out of a car after I spent 6 hours walking a day or whatever thing it is, and then the albergue said, sorry, no more beds, and this person got in, should I be upset about that? I won't be, because there's plenty of albergues and there's other solutions, and it's not my problem. It's not my Camino. That's theirs. But what is the point? What are they doing? Should I ask? Should I care? No. And now the thought should be gone. Top of the hill, not an Astorga moment. That moment. There was a little oasis there. But there was also a few other people who had just gotten dropped off that were muddying up their shoes or whatever they were doing, and I just didn't want to spend time there. Anyway, ciao. Here it is, the Astorga moment that I was saying, I was looking for. I think we got it. This is the one. Pretty nice. So I can see the cathedral or the city center. Very cool. Astorga. This is a pretty steep descent. Maybe I should put my phone away and use the poles. This is where, whoa, look at the city so big. No, I want to record this. It opens up around the corner. I can see through the trees. So, is it all Astorga? How far do I have to go today? Let's see. I don't have an albergue booked, so I can walk as far as I want. And if I know anything, it's that most tired pilgrims that don't have reservations are going to stop early. I could do myself a favor, maybe find better accommodations, or at least less full accommodations, if I go further into the city and maybe even a little past the city center. What to do? I'm going to think about it some more. Hello, little dog up there. Hello, little dog. Hello, little dog. And, sorry, I said I was done. I bet that car down there is just waiting for somebody that they dropped off up top to get over that hill, take their pictures, and then pick them up and take them to the albergue. It's so fun. Ooh, yes. That is a cool fountain. Hold up. Look. Mira. I love that. That's very cool. Not Astorga. San Justo de la Vega. So it must be outskirts town. And then Astorga is further. So maybe another like hour? Look, judging by the distance. Pretty flat, but whatever. I got no pressure. I got nowhere to be. I'm cool. My feet feel okay. My leg feels good. My head is clear, no longer crusty. Filled with a little bit of frustration. But again, that's on me. My turn to practice letting it go. And I love the beautiful mountains in the distance though. You can see snow-capped peaks. You see them? That reminds me of Colorado. Ooh. Yeah. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Popped into a cafeteria just for a really quick cafe con leche, standing at the bar. Pop, pop, pop. There was a couple Aussies in there that have been traveling with Jason from Lakewood, if you remember him. And then a gentleman that I was walking with this morning. He's a Brit, retired now, but he is also a project management specialist, like in a disciplinary sense, not just a project manager. He's an expert at the discipline of project management, helps organizations. So it was really interesting to walk and talk with him today and hear the perspective from an older guy, you know, that came from the school of Prince 2 instead of PMP. And we talked about all kinds of different things. It was really very interesting. But back there, they took the shorter way, the road. They said it would have been easier on the feet, but I'm not sure how it would have been on the eyes. I don't know. I really liked the route that I took. The feet are a little beat up from all the stone, but it's okay. And they said, are you going to Astorga? And I said, yeah, I mean, if I can, if my feet will take me. I'm a little tired. And Jason's like, it's only 4K more. So I guess an hour. Okay, I can walk another hour if I need to. I'll have a coffee or a juice or a soda. Maybe a snack if I see something that looks particularly good, but I don't want to burn myself. I really want to get one good meal between now and the time I go to sleep. And I'll be happy if I can find something that's hearty and good, maybe something with noodles or rice, but like a good noodle dish or a good rice dish is something that I'd be looking forward to. Anyway, we'll talk later. Ciao. This is the Rio Tuerte. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's not so bad. Like, here we go. Boom. That's the cathedral. That doesn't look all that far actually. So, okay, I can do this. No problem. You gonna say hi? Are you gonna bite me? Go. No? Okay. I'll leave you alone then. Is that an optical illusion, or does it appear that there's like a walkway, a suspended walkway from the cathedral up? Sorry if I'm making you sick. We'll find out when we get closer. It looks very strange. What is that? Maybe it's not even the same building. It just looks like it from here. Okay, we're getting closer, guys. We'll see you in a few. Very cool artwork. Very cool artwork. I'm gonna lean over this, what I'm imagining is an old... yes. Oh, look at it. It even says, this is where you take the picture. Octavius Augustus. Astorga. Very cool. Some pretty cool artwork back there. Cool bridge. There was an awesome Astorga mural. There was a cool one with Antoni Gaudi. I get the feeling like there's going to be a bunch of sweet artwork in this city. It's too bad I'm not taking a day here. You only have so many, Joe. Maybe in the future I come to Astorga and spend time, or not. Ciao, buen camino. Astorga reminds me of what a very wise man said about Positano, Italy. And he said, Astorga is a gym. Huh? We go up and down. Buenos dias. We got buen dia. We go up and down and up and down. And it's okay. Ooh. Very cool. Very steep. Very steep down. Very steep up. It's okay. It's okay. So, what should my strategy be to find an albergue? Go to the city center and just start looking around? Today is Dia de San Jose. Day of St. Joseph. My name is Joseph. Maybe I should treat myself. I do need to recover. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday was great. This morning was rough. So, and I'm looking for a good dinner. Oh, very cool. Let's see. Yes. I like this statue too. Let us see what this gentleman is doing. El Caminante. Huh? That's a heavy suitcase he has. Very cool. Huh? The church. Very cool also. This is Roman ruins, exposed Roman ruins. Saw a lot of this stuff like this in Tarragona. So I'm not gonna spend too much time looking at it. I mean, it's cool, but I would like to find an albergue or at least lunch, a good lunch. And then maybe I'll poke around a little bit. Seeing all the Roman ruins today, not my priority. Is this crazy? It's an Irish tavern, but they got pasta and paella. And what is that even? Cookies and tapas, and they just like have everything. I do not trust this. Move along. Okay. Now we're getting into the Plaza. This must be, Plaza Mayor. Okay. Another plaza with a fountain and a sculpture. Ooh, that's pretty badass. The most basic room, although there's only 2 bunk beds. So we'll see how we go. And second floor, showers, bathroom, botas. And we go downstairs. This is a municipal albergue. €7. That can't be beat. Uh-oh. Trouble. Come on. You're good, Liz. Trouble. Hola. Gotcha. And we continue downstairs. This is floor 1. I'm on floor 2. So I'm actually on floor 3. You know how the Spaniards work. This is the ground floor. We will find our way out, I believe. Exit. Yeah, this way, the exit. Ooh, lucky. I wonder if we got lucky having a habitation for 4 para 4. Hola.
Hola.
Recepción. And we go up. Oh, my friends, we got a Kiwi and an Aussie in the place.
Hey,
good to see you guys. Hola.
Joe, isn't it?
It is Joe.
Yes.
Hey, if you guys are out and about and you're looking for friends for dinner, maybe hit me up. I don't know what I'm doing, so
Sounds great.
we'll see you guys. Ciao.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go out. I met them the day after the blackout, walking with Sasha. One of them is an Aussie, and one is a Kiwi. There's John! Incredible! I keep seeing this guy everywhere. Did you find something to eat?
I did.
Was it good?
It was there.
Okay. We'll come back later. I'm in Astorga, kind of near the Gaudi spot, and like everywhere has tons of chocolate and mantecadas Alonso Astorga. They're selling these everywhere. I wonder what they are. If I wasn't walking with everything on my back, I'd buy some of this stuff. Look, it's delicious little cookies, all kinds of chocolate. Every single place has them. Like, look. Mira. All this chocolate. So Astorga must be like the chocolate wonderland of Spain. Look at all this chocolate. And every place has it. And there's these cookies. Hola. Mantecadas. Ooh. Con cacao. Wow. Look at all this chocolates. The whole store full. And this is just like one store. What are those things? They look delicious. I wish I could buy a whole box of them, but I'm not going to. Maybe I should, and then like bring them back and share them with everybody. They're very cheap. It's like a few euro for the box, but every one of these places has one. They're like all over. So this kind of feels like in Colorado, if you go up to say Estes Park or a mountain town and you see just like cookies and shit in chocolate and whatever in every window. So I'm still on the lookout for something to eat. I may have to just go to the grocery store, probably. Oh, just cute. Whoa. Oh, just cute little puppy. So, I don't know. I do want to check out this Gaudi thing. This looks like... Oh, did somebody say this is the building that Disney used to for their logo? You know, there's like a castle outline. People say this is it. So maybe I look, maybe I find. Of course, look. More. They make crazy stuff here. Ooh, okay, I can see it. Oh, look. Look in the window. Just tasty treats everywhere. Okay, I see it. So that's like Disney Castle, huh? Let's cross the street here. Disney Castle. Palacio Escopal. I'm gonna have to send this to my little sister. She's a Disney nut. And maybe she's seen this, maybe she knows about it. She might be able to tell me. But I'm gonna take a couple pictures and we'll check back in later. Ciao. Okay, this looks bad, but it's not what it looks like. This is traditional and Spanish. So, we will make no commentary because that is not the context in which it was created. Ooh, more angles of this castle. More Anthony Gaudi stuff here. Looks like there's a lot of people just chilling inside there. It's almost 6. I want to hunt down some dinner because I really didn't even eat lunch. I just spoiled myself. I spoiled today for myself yesterday because, whoa. Okay, shit, do I go in here? This is cool. I'm always very impressed with Gaudi buildings. Step back. Very cool. It's super ornate. There's no way I could capture all of the detail here. It's like all the detail on the Sagrada Familia. This is wild. Oh, should I go in? I'm here. Why wouldn't I go in? Just go in, Joe. I mean, like, you can't even, it's detail on detail on detail. Every square inch of the thing almost. Not that, oh, is that stained glass? Oh my gosh. I have to go in. Okay. I'm going in. Bye. detail on this building is absolutely wild. The Cathedral Astorga. Okay, let us check. And it's open until 8:30, so I got a couple hours. 45-minute run? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Okay, for €6, I got an entry to the cathedral, a little audio guide. We're gonna listen and take a spin around. Adios. got these seats with with the VR headsets, and it takes you through the cathedral and explains it. Like, I've never seen anything like that. That was wild. To be fair, I've never put on a real VR headset, but that shit blew me away. I thought I was gonna fall out of my chair. Huh. Okay. Andiamo. Yes, yes, yes. I got me some bacon cheese fries. I said I wasn't gonna drink, but it's just one Calimocho, and it's mostly cola. But this is it. Then I might drink some water. Definitely water. Oh, hi. I'm gonna eat my stuff. Bye.